Greetings, brethren, House Booger Donkey here, and I finally finished, well, not finished, but I got pretty far now on my wolves for my Oathmark goblins and the wolf riders. In that I have finished all of the fur of the wolves. By far the most time-consuming step on these. If you've followed me long enough or went back to watch my old videos, I already showed some of these wolves off, because I already painted 5 of them. And then I also said that the gray was just a pain in the butt, and it took forever. And it did again. Originally I had planned to just not do them gray anymore and just do them black, but I really like how they look in the sort of gray with the sort of brown areas and sort of small white fur accents on some of them. They just look nice. And I just wanted to do that again on these. So despite it taking forever, yeah, I'm kind of happy I went down this route. I used some different variety this time in how I used the brown and the white. I still have a lot of just gray wolves. So all that's missing on them now is the nose needs to be painted, and then the inside of the mouth, and the claws and teeth. And I'll do the inside, like the red for the gums in their mouths. I'll do that tomorrow, and then I'll go on to paint the riders next, and then I'll do the teeth when I'm handling bone areas on the riders. So we have another 5 wolves. Again, not much different, just a few different patterns. Slightly different configurations, so the units look slightly different. This one with the white top part of the mane. Got another one with a brown stripe all the way along. And just another regular old grey wolf. And we're still not done, because we have 5 Goblin Wolf Rider Scouts. The way I kind of convinced myself to do this again, the grey, is you can still see it on the base a little bit. I airbrushed the base, so the shade color, I airbrushed that on. Used up almost all of the pot. The foundry paints are not very good in the airbrush, I've realized. So it took quite a bit to get a nice sort of even base coat of it. I'll just start a new row. Yeah, but it did still save quite a lot of time, because the first time I did these I also had to basically do 2 coats, I want to say, on all of them with the base, and I think it still wasn't perfect. I think I actually did a third, I think. So I didn't want to do that again on all of these, so I did the airbrush, and that did save some time. But the layer and the highlight step on the gray, it takes forever. All the individual hairs that I have to paint, it's very laborious, and yeah. But it's just, when they're done, they look so good. And especially at a distance, they still look really good. And that's what I like about it. It doesn't just look good when you look up close. Actually, I think up close it looks almost worse. But because I go so extreme on the fur texture, I think at a distance it just looks really good. So when they're on the table, they look really awesome. And I don't know. I just wanted to have that for the whole lot of them. Right, and then we have a set of 10 Goblin Wolf Riders. And now you can see why this took forever, because basically these 10 Wolf Riders, that's the leftovers of the first box of Wolf Riders that I bought, where I painted 5 Wolf Rider Scouts, and then this is the second box where I made 10 regular wolves and another 5 Wolf Rider Scouts. So yeah, I'll show a few more of these as well, but they're not too different. The patterns are slightly different, but and they have varying melee weapons, because I couldn't decide if I wanted to do spears or hand weapons, so I just did a mix of them. Got another one with a white top main. So yeah, now it's on to the riders, and I'll have to do a little bit, and you can see that some of the base coat is still on them. So I'll have to do a little bit of a black base coat on all of the metal areas, because they have to be dry brushed on black. Well, at least that's how I do it with these. And then I'll do the metal, and then I'll paint the whole rest of the figure black again afterwards. So in the first step, I'll really just look for, like, he has a metal skirt that needs to be painted, that needs to be dry brushed, and the tip of the spear, probably the bracelet, that might be metal too, and the shield boss. So I'll really only make those areas proper black, then do the dry brushing, and then fix the whole rest of the model with black. Because otherwise I'll do that twice, and that just doesn't seem very good. On this one I had to swap a weapon arm. He had a spear before, and the spear snapped. And so I was like, yeah, well, if I fix it, it'll just snap again eventually. So instead he got a club, but I'm just realizing I didn't snip off. Because there's something about these clubs that really bothers me, is that they have these bits at the bottom. And while it makes sense from like an actual fighting point to have that, because it balances it out a bit more, it just looks stupid. So I snap them off, and already it looks much better. Yeah, so his arm needs to be painted black. I'm probably not going to do that with primer. I'll just paint it black. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Get some more. This guy jumping in. And then we have the small command group of the unit leader and the banner. I don't have the banner. No, I think I actually do have the banner for this. But yeah, what I decided is I'm actually going to do completely new banners for the whole group of goblins, because I'm better at doing those banners now, and the original banners look a bit shabby. So I want to just redo them. And this one has a nice little throwing spear pose. I am worried about this spear in particular, because it sort of pokes out at the side of the unit. It might snap off eventually, but for now I'll keep it. So yeah, that is the wolves so far. Next comes the wolf riders, and then at the end all of the bone and teeth part, and then basing for all of these. And then that's another big chunk of my goblin army done. After that I have 2 sets of 20 dwarf warriors, another 20 goblin spearmen, 10 goblin archers, and 3 trolls. And that's the army. But as I already said, once I'm done with the Republican Romans, I might do one of the dwarf units first, because I'm kind of hankering to paint some dwarves. But after that, I think I'm going to do something else, just, for fun, just so I don't burn out. Because this backlog busting project is certainly starting to take its toll now. And I'm pretty sure after the Republican Romans, it won't be much better, because that's a big one. So that'll be several weeks of me just painting Republican Romans, I'm sure. Yeah, but that's all I wanted to show. Lovely, lovely goblin wolf riders. And I do really like how they look now, the wolves, now that I'm done. During the process, at several points, I thought, should I just do them black and just be done with it? But no, I'm glad I went this way, because they look really good. And I think it was worth the considerable amount of work. I did basically 2 at a time for both the mid-tone and the highlight, and then took a break, and then came back and did another 2, and it just, it dragged on forever. So on the wolves alone, I probably spent 20 hours at least, probably more. So that, yeah, I'm very glad I'm done. I'm definitely not getting any more goblin wolf riders for this army. All right, have a lovely day. I'm recording this in the dead of night, but I'll upload it tomorrow So it'll be Tuesday when this goes up. And I'll show you these when they're completely done. Might show them before the bases are done. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe. But either way, you'll see them hopefully within a week. I hope to be done. Might be bogged down a bit this weekend by having to do some rearranging here. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, and thanks for interacting. I'm sorry that I don't always respond to the comments right away. I do try to get better at that. But yeah, also I'm still watching everybody's videos, so keep posting them. It's still very motivating, and it's a great inspiration to see what everybody else does. I'm gonna have a special video in the next couple of days, by the way, so keep an eye out for that. All right, take care, guys. Bye bye.